Hello and welcome back to the Ouachita News Show. I'm Caroline Derby here with Claire Beth Hill, and we are going to keep you informed on the latest and greatest happening on our campus.
That's right, Caroline. We did have an incredibly busy week with homecoming festivities and Tiger Tunes. Georgia Richards caught up with Anna Roussel, president of OSF, to hear more about the behind the scenes of Tunes.
After a busy week of explorers, exams, and homecoming, I caught up with senior Anna Roussel about one of Ouachita's biggest events, Tiger Tunes. It's been a full year since the last Tiger Tunes performance hit the stage, and although Ouachita was able to put on an amazing production, it came with many challenges.
So this year, obviously the big challenges for us were COVID, because we didn't know for a while if we'd even get to have a Tunes show or not. And then when it was finally cleared, we were told that we would have to be completely masked and record all of the audio, and practice groups were going to be weird, trying to figure out who would be close contacts. But thankfully, we had 0 COVID cases come from Tunes practices, and because all the students worked so hard to keep everyone safe and healthy, we were able to take masks off and sing on stage for the performances, which is something that we didn't think we'd get to do, but I think really made it feel like a normal year of Tunes. Obviously, we still had to have a half capacity in JPAC, but I think that the crowd was still just as excited as before, and I think that it just made people that much more excited to get to be in the audience.
Raising money through ticket sales, silent auctions, and donations, OSF was able to reach close to their goal of enough money for Ouachita student scholarships.
So we haven't gotten the total yet, but I think that it's almost $100,000, which is our goal normally for OSF scholarship funds.
Although raising money for scholarships is one of the biggest reasons behind Tiger Tunes, the show also provides a sense of community amongst fellow classmates.
I think one of my favorite parts was just watching the freshmen get to be in their shows and experience Tunes for the first time. It's been weird because a lot of the freshmen hadn't even seen a Tiger Tunes show before, so we're just going in based off of what upperclassmen told them. And my freshman Tunes experience was one that was always so special to me. So to hear from the freshman Tunes show directors how much fun they were having with their shows was just something that made my heart so happy, because I knew that Tunes and the tradition of Tunes are going to continue on even past when my class is gone, because they loved it so much even with a weird year of Tunes.
Tiger Tunes is a Ouachita tradition that has and will continue for many years to come. For the Ouachita News Show, I'm Georgia Richards.
Thanks, Georgia. Anna Roussel, Maddie Bailey, Izzy Bond, and all of OSF did a fabulous job with the show this year. Not only, though, do clubs compete, but we have hosts and hostesses who perform too. Claire Beth Hill caught up with Landon Denman and Meredith Medford to talk about their experiences as a Tunes host and hostess.
I got a chance to speak with Tiger Tunes host Landon Denman, junior here at OBU, and hostess Meredith Medford, who's a sophomore, about their experiences with Tiger Tunes 2021.
My favorite memory of Tiger Tunes has to be whenever we opened the curtains for the first time with a full audience. And before the curtains had even begun opening, we could hear screams erupting from the crowd, and you just feel this rush fall over you, and it was an incredible feeling. And you see all the stage lights, and you see the people clapping, yelling your name, and it is just an absolutely amazing experience getting to be on that stage.
One of my favorite memories is when we finally nailed the girls' dance in the Adele song. So we start off with Semi Love, and it took us a lot of rehearsals for all of us to be unified and just to get all of the dance moves down, because it was the last dance we had ever learned, and our brains were like fried when we learned it. And so I remember there was one rehearsal where we were on the JPAC stage, and Sarah Kate was like, all right, we're running this one more time and we're going to be done, and it needs to be good. And so we ran through it, and we were all like, oh my gosh, like vocals were on point, our dance was on point, we all felt very confident. And so that was just a very special moment, because it took us a while to get the dance nailed down.
Do you have a special relationship with Tiger Tunes?
Yes, I have a very special relationship with Tiger Tunes. I went and saw Tunes back in high school. I think I was like a sophomore in high school. When I first saw Tunes, I was invited on a whim by one of my friends from high school, and she was like, hey, do you want to come with my family and I to Arkadelphia? And I was like, what's in Arkadelphia? And she was like, well, my sister, she's an E and she's in the Tiger Tunes show this year. And we have an extra ticket and I would love to take you. And I was like, sure. So I got dressed up. I showed up to Tiger Tunes and I was like, oh my goodness, like this is absolutely amazing. I remember seeing the hosts that year, and that was the year of Emma Pitts and Clay Mobley and all of those fantastic human beings. And it was just so cool to just watch them as hosts and just shine on stage. And I was like, okay, if I come here, this is what I want to do. And Tiger Tunes was definitely a big part of why I came to Ouachita, so it's very special to me.
For the Ouachita News Show, I'm Clara Beth Hill.
My favorite song that they performed was Remember This, and I know without a doubt we all will remember the amazing week we had.
After hours and hours of practicing, the winners of Tiger Tunes 2021 were in first place, the women of EEE, in second place, the men and women of Campus Ministries, in third place, the men of Beta Beta, and in fourth place, the men and women of Student Life. Congratulations to these clubs and organizations. The OSF award went to the men of Beta Beta, and the Spirit of Tunes award went to Harry Jeffrey, a director for the Eta Alpha Omega show, and someone who truly embodies the meaning of tunes. Congrats again.
That's all the news that we have for you this week.
Have a great fall break and tune in next week for more of the latest Ouachita news.